There's a reason why I showed you that video of the holographic ship appearing and reappearing in a evening sky in Iceland. I also showed you the Icelandic cathedrals, oddly reminiscent of a rocket launch. And, when I showed you that video of Mr. MBB, he says something you might not have caught. He says, there is a crescent. Okay? And what he meant by that was this right here. I don't know how else to put it to you, but this is exactly what he meant by the crescent. I've seen this multiple times, even in the daytime sky. The crescent is actually rainbow colored. You can't necessarily see it like you would see the moon at night, but you can see it. And yes, it kind of looks like a smiley face, like a real messed up smiley face. It's kind of like you don't want to go buy it or something. Did I not tell you that with Passover coming up, Let's see. Isn't that pretty crazy, though? Now this is way back. Okay, when was this? This phenomenon last occurred in 2008. Okay, what day is it? March. Okay, Devika Menon. Okay, interesting name. March 31st, 2020. Wow. So that was 5 years ago. I could tell. I don't know why I'm showing you guys this, because I could feel it around. That's why. So I'm not just talking out of the side of my ass about, this planet-like ship, okay, for no reason. I'm trying to show you the keys. Let's see. Here's Indian astrology. That's a good one. Watch this. Oh, they're not going to show it now, huh? Nah. They're not going to show it now. You see, somebody had captured something that was really interesting, and they tried covering it up. Now I see they deleted the whole thing. They don't even let you look at it. I thought they would, Oh, there you go. Oh, they're getting warm, huh? I can't really Can't really see the article. I mean, I wish I could. But that's what I'm talking about. That planet they call Planet X. You call it whatever you want to call it. They lie so much about it, it's not even funny. You'll never know about it. Just like this, I see they deleted all of these pictures. That's wild, dude. That's wild. Well, anyways, they had the blackness of space looking out into where is supposed to be. Right where that's supposed to be. And in that region, they for some reason placed a door. Looked like a black door. It kind of looked just so odd. And I'm sure people will remember. I know everybody can't forget everything, man. You guys, really forgot about. There was a door. It was just like a door, like a normal door. Wasn't really. But it was marking something in space, and they had it marked for a reason. And I gotta find this, man. I'm gonna really get upset if I don't find it. I'm talking. This was just a snapshot of the whole universe. And in this specific spot was a door, kind of like the door on Mars. You see like that? That's not on Mars, man. They say it's on Mars. You think that's on Mars, man? White Solomon Sand Islands. White Solomon Sand Islands. I don't know. What do I know? When you get so annoyed with people fucking with you like these people do, you'll end up through your willpower and creative force and energy, do much more than what you think you can do and continue to do. You'll even surprise yourself. But that's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that, okay? That being, what are these weird doors in this guy? I don't know. I just can't believe I can't find this. Okay? Well, anyways, getting away from this right now, and it's just annoying the shit out of me, dude, that I can't find this. Just really, really, really upsets me. It fucks with my head, dude. You want to blame somebody, don't you? It's like, dude, these people perpetrate such. See, that's what I saw right there. But it was like a rainbow. It was a rainbow color. That crescent that I showed you, Mr. MBB, that was a rainbow color in the daytime. It kind of looked like that. It's kind of upside down. It was weird. I didn't see it as a smiley face until now. Let's see. I have no doubt in my mind that that's possibly. What is this supposed to be? Venus and. Hold on. Okay, Jupiter and Venus. Okay. Jupiter and Venus. That's weird. I already told you guys. Nibiru, okay, means in the ancient tongue, the same name for Jesus. Okay? I'm not lying to you. The ancient dragon. Yes. The ancient one. Most people don't know Marduk. Marduk. Son of Enki. Lord of the earth. This goes a little further back than what is in the Holy Bible and in those texts. With that said, Marduk was given a crown and a ruler and a kingship. Marduk is also the name of a specific character that relates to this Easter. And that character was none other than Mordecai. Yeah, I have no idea why they're making him a bird. That's funny, though. Here's a picture of Mordecai. Nice. Oh, Mordecai. Oh, yeah. There's a picture of him. Riding that horse, riding that buggy in, with a horse in. It's kind of cool. Yeah, Mordecai also being another name in the ancient tongue for Marduk. Like I said, have you seen that there's one thing I gotta tell you about me and my brother. We don't always get along. Did I not see? Yeah, I think I've seen previews for this movie, The Accountant, I think it's called, with two brothers. Oh, they focus on the two brothers. So many movies depicting the two brothers. Okay? If it's not about the Bible, then it may be about the two brothers. Okay? Must I speak of Mordecai again? Real quick. Mordecai, also named for Marduk in the book of Esther. And also, there is a second part of Esther that is really good too. It really explains, and Mordecai rode the dragon. That's what he rode the dragon. And God made this little sneak deal with, okay. See, right here it says it. The centrification of Mordecai in the book of Esther with a Persian official named Marduka. Okay, so yeah. Also, another name for Ishtar, the Babylonian goddess, okay, of fertility, and why you celebrate Easter is the same character named Esther in the Bible, Mordecai being her quote-unquote cousin, okay, and her getting the king to basically curse himself, and this is celebrated by the Jewish people called Purim. This is the time of Easter, okay, but they celebrate it a little different way than the Gentiles, the heathen, us heathen. I don't celebrate anything. So there's nothing you could lay on me. There's nothing you could lay on me. It's a good time to grow anything. and I'm planting and I'm you know checking out my vegetation, man. And whatever she does, she can do, man. And but we can't know each other. That's the thing. Here goes a picture of Esther and Mordecai. Mordecai was probably the second in line, if not great, as Jesus Christ. And yes, when I said Nibiru and Nibiru, I also meant it was called Marduk, okay? Okay. In Sumerian. Oh, this comes up. There it is. Solid picture of it right there. And like Mr. MBB 333 was saying, it was tumbling. It wasn't, spinning like, it was more so moving straight up and down, tumbling in that sort of motion. That sort of motion. Yep, there it is. Oh, there's the crescent. I never noticed that. Okay, there's the crescent there. See the crescent? Sits right there. Nice. That makes more sense. Okay. As you can see. Tiamat versus Marduk is the legend. Yeah. So there's Big Blue. It's see-through, man. The return of Marduk. Planet Marduk. Marduk, of course, being the great red dragon. Yeah. Riding in on Mushuzu, his dragon that he rode the celestial waters with. That is what Marduk means. That is what Mordecai means. Here's a picture. This is Enki's son. This is Mordecai. This is the biggest secret there is. This is higher knowledge. And Esther, Ishtar, well, who and what were these people? Them being gods? I don't know. I wouldn't say it. Just higher knowledge beings. This, of course, is Zoroaster. This is obviously a picture of Marduk. Okay, the emissaries, god of light. As you can see, Marduk flying on the wings of the ship. Yes, that is a planet-wide ship that uses holographic beam projections. And each wing can easily get tucked away and fly in a different way, in a different design. like a bird, which also Venus, Jupiter are the two. Here's Marduk and his dragon right here. This was Meshuzu and his dragon. You know, Marduk riding the sunboat as, you know, Ra would ride his boat, his celestial sunboat, and explore. But yes, this was once the name of Nibiru was Marduk. How do I know this? It's because I've been studying this since I, could remember. It just has been a never-ending rabbit trail. Look, this is what remains of the planet Marduk. This has its wing-like features. I saw this planet actually, and it looked like a shadow. It looked like it was like blackish shadow, and it looked like something. It came down upon the wings of the wind, and that is what is depicted when you see it have those wing-like things. And this could possibly be the reason why Moses had horns. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into that specific thing yet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This was, like I said, son of Enki, who was Lord of all the earth, man. And Enki, in case you didn't know or you did know, or what, Enki, that's who people would consider Jesus and God, God really, or one of the, main gods. Like I said, no, I'm just sitting here thinking, looking at this thing, thinking, and it said Jupiter and Venus. It's Jupiter and Venus. What else is saying that Jupiter and Venus? Nibiru. Okay, Nibiru. Okay, so look. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This, of course, having a 3,600 year orbit, elliptical orbit, and also carrying a severe debris field that is reported to be millions of miles long. Who knows? I've seen the closest thing. This is also a planetary system. This isn't one planet. This is multiple. This is a whole system. Okay, this isn't just one system. And like I said, it's a solar system. It's this winged disc is carrying, a city, a crystal city, a home world that, a whole universe teeming with life. These are the gods, so to speak. Also called Tiamat. Marduk was and is the king of the earth. This is what all things go back to. That's just the truth. Also, rogue planet, as I told you. It's not a planet. It's an actual living ship. Like, just miles and miles long. Okay? And, yeah, these wings can fold in, these flaps, you know. This is what they say the Holy Spirit, you know, rides upon the wings of the wind. You know, your guardian angel, so to speak. Or the guardian angel. Big Bird. That's what I say, Big Bird. Yeah, so this has a debris cloud. Blah, 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 blah. It's the 12th planet. Okay, it's rogue planet. You know, and every 3,600 years, you know, comes around and like messes up a lot of stuff. Causes a pole shift is what it does. And those who are some of our ancestors come back for us. And we head to another planet. You know, it's not unheard of to put your faith in these Elohim, Anunnaki. That word means I am. And I am is the name of Yah, which is encoded in each and every one of our DNAs. That's the genetic makeup, that's the DNA, that's how we are related. Okay. I just so happen to be involved in and remember these things. You know, like that Planet X thing made me think of that smiley face. Let me see. I wanted to see this real quick. Because when I was thinking about that smiley face, and I saw that, what do you call it, the crescent, when I showed you the holographic ship in Iceland. Okay, and as fantastic as you might think that is, and some people just, they don't even consider it even to be true. But something's always happening, and something is happening right now. And when you try to give people good things, they stomp on them and shit on you. And what I want to see in the planets, the smiley, yeah. That's what I wanted to see. I'm not like that. You know, it's funny, man, they think this is a joke, I guess. I don't know why they think it's a joke, but yeah. On April 25th, when's that? Wait, hold on, April 25th? That's coming up. What? There's no way. A smiley face in the sky on April 25th. When was this? What? I shouldn't even. Don't even act out, Mike. Don't even. Just to show you, you know, my steps tend to be directed. Not because of anything I've done that pleased God at all. Let's see what this is saying. This is unbelievable. Was I not just talking about this? This is exactly what I was talking about. April 25th, this alignment is going to begin. What? What kind of shit is it? And when I showed you that ship, mind you, okay, I remember it was 5:30 at night on November 17th. Um, okay, according to NASA and Live Science, Venus and Saturn will appear as the eyes, as the crescent moon forms the mouth. That's what it was. Ah, man. So there you go. That's our solar system. Old Gavin Nut. Old Gavin Newt. I want to see if I can find this. They, I think, wiped everything from this. That's what's boggling my mind. They really... Wasn't this hard to find? It wasn't this hard to find. They actually swiped this. I don't know why they did, though. Yeah, they got to this. Whatever. Well, anyways, yeah. NASA was hiding a very specific spot in space, and there was just a black door marking it. Who knows what it was? But it was eerily in the same area that Planet X is reported to be, which happens to coincide with Nibiru and its system and the location of this smiley face. As I shown you, the smiley face where the ship, kind of lost its hologram, went in and out of the feed. Yeah, people think that's a joke. That's not a joke. Okay, and okay. Like I said, Nibiru meaning Marduk. Marduk meaning the Great Red Dragon. As I told you, the Great Red Dragon, okay, was God. Also, son of Enki. Yes, NASA knows about it. Yes, they cover it up in every way, shape, or form. They do. There's some kind of, and always has been, an absolutely huge disinformation campaign on this planet, the existence of it, because then you start asking, who are the Anunnaki? Because not many people know about the Anunnaki and the children of the heavenly offspring, and that things aren't, as, religion puts it, one God, And one sacrifice, it's not like that when you get into the Elohim and the fact that the Bible states that many times it kind of states that it was on the context of they, okay, we, things like that. It wasn't just, and you say, well, who was that? It sounds like God's with people, you know what I mean? Like, we made man in our image, whatever. That sounds kind of, and then they start questioning things. And then you realize that, hey, there was a couple races of Elohim here. They were what we call angels, I guess, now. They mated with women and mated with animals, did experiments, were scientists, were humans. I mean, were, demigods. They were all here, at one point. All from the stars. All unique. Some in hiding. Some in plain sight. But I could tell you this much. There is so much disinformation about who the Anunnaki were. And it's odd because the similarities between Marduk and Jesus, well, that's pretty amazing. And also the similarities between Jesus being the red dragon and also the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, okay? And also a massive planet and second sun and solar system. The crossing point, okay? The crossing. The Templar cross. Yes, the Templar cross seen on the uniforms and linen that these Sumerians wore. I mean, you could see it right there. I told you, Planet X had came at the time of the crossing, meaning the time of the Exodus, once before. And now here it's come wrapping around. And on September 23rd, 2019, what occurred was something incredible. It was the Revelation 12 sign in astronomy. Now, why is that important? It was a once in every 7,200 year sign. If you break down 72 and cut it in half, it's 36. 72 also equals a full week. So it would be the equivalent of half of the week in the 7 days that it took God to create and rest. Okay? And go from there onto the 8th day, onto eternity. And done with his creation. September 23rd marked the Revelation 12 sign in the heavens. The Vatican ignored it. That's what was the biggest astrological sign in our lifetime ever and doesn't get talked about, and it's a shame. Okay? And it just shouldn't be like that, okay? But what are you going to do? There's the sign in the heavens. Not important? Yeah, it's important, trust me. It's very important. And, yeah, almost as important as that smiley face. I have to get back to this smiley face real quick. You know, they must have filtered information or took some information off about this, because this is not the same. This is not the same picture that I should be getting here, or results. I mean, it's just not. And the messed up part about it is, okay, he's showing a sundog. That's the sundog. That's the machine. I want to see the right smiley face representing something to do with Planet X. I know that. And that just tells me that Planet X is passing over, I should say. Passing over, that's right. And that's what the Passover means, guys. You know, the angel of the Lord passing over. You know, that represented Planet X, okay? Yeah, they wiped this. I don't know why they wiped it either. Probably because it was good information. Anything good these days, they're gonna not let you get access to it. You will get access to it if you go and hunt for it. That's not sure.
Just snap on.
So many distractions.
We have all heard the saying, picture worth 1,000 words, but they can also really put a smile on your face. Check it out. Right here behind us, the smile the Hubble telescope captured in the heavens above. It looks a lot like a smiley face.
Yeah, it does.
This is actually a massive galaxy cluster. The glowing eyes are two distant galaxies. And the smile you see is the result of what astronomers call strong gravitational lensing, which is the pull between two galaxies. But regardless of what scientists call it, we think it's pretty cool.
Silly
The aliens
scientists.
phoned in and they said, hey, we're all happy over here.
That's right. Big
Nice.
smile right there.
Well, we're all happy then. That's all. That's all and well. I'm not too happy. I'm not too happy. Not as happy as you guys are, though. But what are we gonna do? Can't do nothing
Is
about it.
life an amazing phenomenon exclusive to our planet?
Like I said, and there was a god, an Anunnaki god. I mean, he was a man. These were all men that kind of were turned into gods, or somehow, you know, reached that point of godhood. That's kind of like what the Mormons teach too. You have the ability to see God and be God and do everything that God does if you follow faithfully to and adhere to his laws and whatever it may be. You know, you have this ability to reach godhood. You got God in you. It's God in you. Me, I'm more so, I told you, I'm a Neteru, okay? So I'm believing in nature, Okay, Mother Nature. And yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Is this what I'm missing here? I can remember a door and a smiley face, man. I swear to God, man, it's not a Mandela effect. It's not. I'm freaking out about this, though. Because I just don't understand. Why would they, that may be it right there, too. That looks like it, because that crescent, and the crescent looks like the same crescent. Planet Riz, Q. That depicts truth. And I don't know how this just got so bad. This just got so bad looking for this. This was just a complete waste of time and energy. And yeah. Anyways, when I had saw this in person, yes, I saw it in the daytime, and I know in the nighttime it probably looked much different, but yeah, it was a rainbow crescent. And so I'm guessing that planet, the holographic chip, Nibiru, the holographic ship, was floating nearby at that time, or close by, and must follow the orbit of Venus. It's always with Venus. And Venus, if you look, Venus looks like a bird or an angel. Has wings almost. Its orbit goes the opposite way. It's always by the sun. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's like I said, the holy big bird. Venus, the Thunderbird, massive, will take me to the gates, the pearly gates one day. Or maybe it was just in a CERN computer. I had met and reached these gates. Maybe I was just trapped in a CERN computer. In a different reality, a quantum parallel universe, quantum realm reality. This is really bothering me. I gotta be honest with you. I'm trying not to be bothered by it, but it's really bothering me because I just don't understand why it was blocked, really. I mean, they just can't cover this up for too long. This is a massive cover up, okay? And same with the Anunnaki and the children of the Anunnaki and where you and I come from and things like that. And because they wipe your memory. I told you, dude. That's what she said. The consortium wiped your brain. Whatever the hell the consortium is, I don't know. But she said it wiped the brain, the memory. We can only hold so much memory anyways. It's not like, it's like a terrible thing, but to get it back is a terrible thing. It's not easy. And I fought every time, every day, every time to get it back. For everybody, man. And yeah, man, we got them back. The right people got them back. But at the same time, man, I just wanted, I just wish more justice in our direction for nothing, I guess, that we did. Nothing, I guess, I don't know. No, just kidding, but we shouldn't. Want to seek justice out, man. I think this is Gil Broussard's channel. Is this Gil? Yeah. Another great researcher on Planet X. I thought he might have something on the Revelation 12 sign or the ship, the holographic ship in the Anunnaki homeworld. Severely technologically advanced beings, okay? From Jupiter to Earth. From heaven to Earth. Heaven was once the abode for the Anunnaki, and they needed monatomic gold. See, descendants of star beings came from the stars. The name meaning I am. Also, according to my history, they had poisoned the same spear that pierced the side of Christ himself. Also, they and their ship descended down, and with thunder and lightning, great storm from the ship came down, shook everything, the ground, the earth, everything, and took Christ away out of that tomb. And that is all I could tell you. Because through his travels, I heard that he traveled to Central America and America and Egypt and Africa. Kind of like how I'm telling you all this Africa stuff. You know, I could tell you that the Anunnaki were just as special as you are. And maybe they might live longer or be reptiles or reptilian, and that might bother you. Most of them being human, and that might bother you. And then some of them being a lot smarter, and that might bother you. But the technologically advanced schools, kids, children, teens, adults that pursued the knowledge of knowing them, learning about them, learning about their ancestry, learning about where they come from, and where everything,
according to some interpretation,
where everything stems from, and yes, the beginning of everything. Okay, and once you hear this theory, well then, you kind of wonder what's going on here then. Those in the know who the Anunnaki are and the throne room of the Most High and the heavenly offspring and the angels and things like that. And Atlantis. Some of us haven't forgot. Some of us know the wisdom. And Gnosticism and things like that. We know. We know. I am just shocked that this is not on here. It is just really bothering me. Oh my goodness. It just really bothers me. And yes, these venerated women, yes, the Anunnaki venerated women. And most of the women in the Bible, in your Holy Bible, are time travelers or one of the most important disciples or apostles and fighters and soldiers for God. Also, if you want to call them goddesses, you can call them that. As you see, Enki is returned, just like they think Jesus is returning. Well, there may be a Jesus returning, he may be returning. But it's not, they'll say, the different groups will say he's not our God. That's not our Savior, so to speak. Most of you won't recognize Jesus when he comes, won't accept him when he comes for who he is, and can't handle the truth, which is that Jesus was an E.T., one of the last star children, and you guys rejected him and everything he said. And everybody in his family rejected him. And he just was terribly rejected. And a man acquainted with grief, a man of sorrows, okay, like it says in Isaiah 53. And he looked and nobody was there, so his own arm brought him victory. What a feeling, wouldn't you say? To look and see nobody around. Nobody to help you or care for you on them lonely nights. Like Lucci said, a whole lot of nights I had nightmares. A whole lot of nights you were not here. Okay? That's the kind of nights that were spent. All because people don't see past an image, material, money, whatever it may be, monetary gain, anything. Some do. But if it gets too late, some have to deal with these negative forces and low vibrational people that just suck the life force out of people and won't stop until they do. And have. And no, I'm not just talking to hear myself talk. I'm telling you. And as I said before, this planet crossed over roughly around the time of the Exodus. Well, there's the crossing point. That's what they call it. Or the planet of the crossing, whatever you want to say. And that holographic ship, that is what you're seeing here, which is a rogue planet that tumbles and follows an elliptical orbit, and they could come back whenever, it doesn't matter. It sits right outside the solar system, and there you see Alien Prometheus and David saving Elizabeth, and I have my own thoughts about that as well. And Elizabeth being Elizabeth Shaw Ali. and her being used, and David, of course, hijacking the whole thing, going nuts, taking over the ship, everything, while she is in, some kind of sleep stasis. And he uses her DNA to try to save her and put her back together, but he can't. And they put David back together, taking his right hand with him, though. Yes, they had David's right arm, and they gave it to Walter. Yes, Walter.
We are not.
Walter, who was Walter? Walter was David's clone. You see how this kind of adds up? In the movie Prometheus, why it matters, dude? Because it was about AI and cloning and everything like that. That's what it was about. And it was about how humanity lost the ability to procreate, okay? And we're left seedless and probably without a plan then they had to start going to clones, okay? And transhumanism. And they had to start cloning people. And a floating pyramid just appeared. Let's look at this real quick.
Do you want your phone to be like this?
I saw a floating pyramid one time. Actually, a few times. Sitting by the Egyptian pyramid.
Download.
And I also saw a pyramid coming down from the sky. Huge. Huge. And I just saw the shadow of it. It was just a shadow. It was like wasn't there, but it was there. It was weird. Like I saw the winged disc. It was massive. It was there, but it wasn't there. Which, leads me to, leads me to tell you that, in the end, no matter what, nothing to fear. Good guys, the angels, some Elohim, and the powerful ones, the ones endowed with technology and spirit and things like that. And may we just forever be thankful for the gifts that they have bestowed upon us, that they woke us up for a time like this, and that they'll come back for us too. And if we gotta die for the cause of that, well, that's easy. And no greater love, man. No greater love, man, than laying it down like that. And I hoped you learned something from this video. I probably rambled on. You know what? I was just really upset I could not find this door. It's just, door in space. Door in space. It's not really like NASA cover it up. Door in space. Of course. And this is another reason how they or a way they distract you. You see this Blue Origin shit? Listen, I'm going to talk about this one time. Those ladies, they went up. They went to space, dude. I don't know why why are you thinking it's so fake? I mean, as they got out of the capsule, that whole charade, that was a show. That was an act. I mean, that's pretty obvious. It was an act. I mean, that part, I'll give you it. But unless they weren't on the rocket at all. They never went up. But I tend to think that they really did. I believe that they did go up to the point that, they said they went up and then came back down and landed how they landed. I don't know why people are getting all crazy about this, dude. This is insane. People are going nuts about this. What is the big deal? They've been faking space, dude, since the 60s, dude. And people are all of a sudden caring about this. And they probably even went. Just the facts. Okay? Just the facts. Okay? I don't know why people are going nuts about this stuff. But it just tells me it's a distraction from something else, okay? They're trying to distract you, bombarding you with this bullshit Blue Origin shit, okay? Who cares? I mean, seriously, who gives a shit? Can't you see that they're trying to take your attention away from something? I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling it probably has something to do with this. And, a pole shift, maybe. A lot of things. But this worries me. This worries me. So I'm going to get off here, man. And I just want you to know. It's real. It's real. The Anunnaki are real. And it's time. You better start thinking about them. And the implications that may come, if they come, but they don't pick you up.